Vaccinations have significantly improved health status of individuals across the world. There is substantial evidence that supports the use of vaccinations in both prevention and protection against diseases for individuals. When the majority of the community have their vaccinations, a concept called herd immunity is created. This helps protect those who are immunocompromised or are unable to have their vaccinations. These people may include the elderly who have a compromised immune system, infants who are unable to receive vaccinations due to their age and inability to produce their own T helper cells and B cells and memory cells, and individuals who do not have an immune system. Many ethical issues arise with the topic of vaccinations. Some include autonomy, beneficence, consequentialism, and deontology, which will be discussed later in the video. In a medical setting, autonomy is the right of a competent adult to make their own informed decision. In terms of vaccination, the parent or the adult looking after the child has the right to choose whether their child wants to be immunised or not.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm your nurse for today. I was just wanting to know if Lily would like to get her vaccination for whooping cough done.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm Lily's parent, and I don't want my child to get vaccination.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just as a health professional, I was just wondering why you would not like her to get her vaccination done.
I don't think the vaccination is good for my child, and I don't see any benefit from it because when she was a child, she got vaccination,
Yes.
and she might be allergic to it.
Okay.
So I don't want any harm to her, and I don't see any I don't see any benefit because I've done my research on the internet.
On the internet, yeah.
Yes, that's why I don't want to get vaccination for.
Yep, that's fine, and I totally respect your decision. I just though would like to tell you about some of the risks and inform you. So without a vaccination, Lily in the future could get sick from whooping cough because she hasn't been exposed to the virus already and her body hasn't been able to build up an immunity. So there are risks involved in not getting it and getting it. So are you sure you would not like her to get immunised?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
The video you just watched demonstrates that individuals are within their legal rights to refuse vaccinations. However, as you'll later on see, this can and does affect other ethical issues that are withheld in a medical context. In the next video, you'll see the result of not getting an injection and some of the effects it has on the wider community. Beneficence is an ethical principle that addresses the idea that a health professional's actions should promote good above all. In this scenario, we understand that there are risks with taking vaccinations. However, the benefits far outweigh the risks in terms of protecting the public and preventing the spread of vaccine-preventable diseases.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm your nurse for today. What can I help you with?
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm Lily's parent. I'm here for my Lily to get vaccinated.
Yeah, is that the whooping cough vaccination?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to check all of your ID. Could you please say your full name, Lily?
Lily Smith,
Lily Smith, yep. And your date of birth?
14 February 2009.
2009. Perfect, thank you. Okay, so if you could just lift your arm up for me, please, Lily. That's it. Okay, no worries. So if anything is uncomfortable, please let me know. Yep, all done. Now I'm just putting the cotton swab on. Band-aid there. Awesome. Okay. You just grab the pillow from me. Awesome. So you're all done. You're all done. If you just go and wait in the waiting room for about 15 minutes, and then just making sure that everything's okay. If anything happens, just let me know. If there's any itchiness, that's totally fine. But if not, you guys are free to go after 15 minutes.
Thank
Right,
you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies. How are we?
I'm Karen, Lily's parent, and this is Lily, my daughter.
Oh, hi, Lily. Hi, I'm Mrs. Jones.
This is John.
Yes, so what have you had done today?
I just had done the whooping coffee vaccination.
Oh, yes, the vaccination.
Yeah.
No, very good. Oh, I can't have mine anymore. No,
Why?
I'm too old. I'm an old
Oh.
bat. I can't have it anymore.
Yes.
No, I'm just here for my regular checkup. Yeah, pretty normal today. Well, that's me. Well, have a nice day, ladies. Ta-ta.
See you.
Ta-ta. Have a nice day, ladies.
You too.
As you've just watched, the individual who was not vaccinated unfortunately got the elderly person sick, compared to the individual who was vaccinated and the elderly person was free from the whooping cough. This is herd immunity, and this demonstrates the ethical principle of beneficence. Following on from the concept of beneficence, we stated before that the benefits do outweigh the risks. However, it is evident that there are risks with having vaccinations, which this video will demonstrate.
Daddy's not itching.
Leave it. Just leave it.
You know, it's
I know.
not comfortable.
I know it's not comfortable. Just leave it. I know it's itchy.
I can't
We're
do
gonna
that. I
see.
think I'm lost today.
No, you won't.
No.
Just gonna see a nurse. We go now. Okay? Just leave it. Stop itching it. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
To conclude, we as health professionals are often faced with ethical dilemmas, when in the eyes of a person, we expect them to have autonomy. But in this case, an individual who chooses not to vaccinate their child puts a strain on our health services, as they potentially could harm the public, which is an ethical issue where we greatly believe in doing good for the patients and the greater good. However, we as health professionals must respect their autonomy and are not in the position to judge or coerce someone into doing something they don't believe in.